How's it going, YouTube land? This is just a follow-up video of the one I did a couple of weeks ago concerning the FPV flight simulator software and how it translates to the real world. So basically, all last week I was practicing on a particular software I have, which is the LiftOff software, and I was practicing flying gates, flying the race gates. It was frustrating at first, but I started getting the hang of it, and I was able to do a full lap on the particular course I was doing and then do it in reverse. So I was practicing my left and right ways of going. On the weekend, on Saturday, I was able to fly through some real gates in the real world, and so I could do a bit of a comparison from the simulation software and the real world. So what I'm going to be doing in this video, I'm going to take a screen grab of me flying in the simulator, and then I'm going to show the footage of me flying on Saturday through the real gates. Now, the real gates I was flying through wasn't quite an elaborate track like the one in the simulator. There it was nice to actually go through real world and real world gates. So on the next day, on the Sunday, I went to a place without gates where there was a lot of obstacles with trees and shrubs and stuff like that. In fact, if you might remember my first video of me flying in level mode, it's that same spot. So it's really cool to see the difference of 3 weeks, three or 4 weeks, was it 3 weeks ago? I think it was 3 weeks ago, me flying in level mode and now flying in Acro Mode in the same spot. It's actually really cool footage. And just one quick thing before we get to the footage. I've got these guys. These are the Fat Shark Dominator HD3. If you are using the simulation software, I highly recommend plugging these guys in, and you can only do this if you have Fat Sharks with the Dominator HD3s, because they have a HDMI port and a little switch here to switch it to digital mode, and this makes the software way more immersive and way more true to the real world flying, as in with the goggles. So much better to do it like this. Highly recommend it. So if you got them, or if there are any other brand goggles out there with a HDMI port, do it. It's a must do. So let's get back to the footage. Let's check it out. Okay, so here we are in the FPV flight simulator software, namely LiftOff. And as you can see, I'm just going through the gates. This is only be quick. I'm going to just do 2 laps. One anti-clockwise, the other clockwise. I think it's much better to do it this way and keep practicing it this way, so you learn to go both ways. It just gives you a better dexterity, I suppose, with your thumbs. The pinches, however you like to fly. I'll also point out that I am using my Fat Sharks plugged in to race through this. It is so much better. You can't see it with the screen grab, but I am using them. So now we're on lap 2, going the opposite direction. I'll also make note, in the settings of LiftOff, I actually highly recommend taking off the on-screen display, because it has like a fighter jet style OSD with leveling and a center thing that you don't get in real FPV. Taking that off makes it much harder to fly and much more realistic as well. So I highly recommend doing that. And we're coming to the end. Final gates. Kaboom! Done. Take off. Do a flip. Do a backward. I'll get out of this. So here we are in the real world. I've had a couple of flights before this and didn't have a lot of luck with my own quad. So this is Andrew's quad again. Anyway, we're just going to get up and just see how I fly. We had 5 gates, and by the end of the day we were down to 2. We had the gem fan ones, they didn't last, and we didn't have the right pins for the other one. So there's only 2 gates in this video. Here I go. Kind of smashing it, actually. It's really fun to fly like this, and there's, I do know I've got a lot more improvement to go. Also, this particular clip, I'm in total God mode. Nothing could stop me. Just pumping it through those gates. And I experiment a little bit with Acro. I like flying through the gates because you're flying nice and low and gives you good throttle control. It develops it anyway. Doing Acro again. I really want to become a good Acro pilot. That's what I really want to do. But I think learning how to race through gates is a very important step to that. Whoa, God mode! That gate couldn't take me out. Boom, again! God mode! 2 crashes, didn't kill me. Straight back up in the air again. I think there's a 3rd, from memory. But I really think the LiftOff software, or any other simulation software, has really helped with my flying. After this video, we're going to go across the road from here, where there's a lot of trees and good obstacles. Because these gates are kind of very in line with each other. But the low flying is what I want to develop. When we get the other gates properly working, be doing more of a track. Oh, God mode again. Again. Yeah, no, just couldn't crash properly at all in this flight. But don't worry, today, the day that this was filmed, there was a lot of crashes. That's why my quad is out of action. We did fix it up later that night, but yeah, I might even put a crash wheel after this, just so to show some of my tumbles. Crashing hard. And that's the end of it. We'll go to the next day. Okay, this is the next day. My quad's been fixed and I was able to fly all day, no issues. Thing ran like a dream. So basically, this is across the road from where we were the previous day. This is a much more, obviously as you can see, there's a lot of trees everywhere, so it makes for a lot of good obstacles and stuff to practice around. This is basically all I did all day, just racing around these trees. I'm going to say all day because I went through 20 packs, well not all day, but most of the day. I went through 20 packs of batteries. A lot of people said that as a beginner I won't be needing anywhere near 20 batteries, and I was lucky to get through 10, but I got through 20 easily, and I really wish I had 30. So anyway, this is basically what I was doing. I just enjoy it. So much more I can say about it. Actually, there is more I can say about it. Like, just looking at this footage, only 3 weeks ago I was hovering around here in level mode and in the very same spot. And the difference in my flying from 3 weeks ago to this is just night and day. I mean, the level mode was terrible, and this just felt so good. I mean, don't get me wrong, when you're first starting out, the level mode feels awesome, but then like when you just get better and you get into Acro Mode, my gosh, and then you can actually fly it better. And I just love to see the big smile on my face, you know, months from now when I'm flying even better after so much more practice. I think this is the end of this video now. So I reckon I crashed here. I did have a few crashes, but I was able to go the whole day, 20 packs of batteries. Awesome! Right, leave it out for this video now. See you later.